but I'm just excited about getting started. And so I'm here right now, and I'm just grateful that you've taken this opportunity to be here with me. And so I can just share my heart and let you know what I've been thinking, what's going on, why this channel even got started. I'm going to just share my heart, and I'm excited about that. And you get an opportunity to see why this channel came to be, the story behind the title, why this channel, why now, what viewers can expect from this channel. That's what the whole purpose of this video is for today. And so this is my first time doing a live on YouTube. So I'm excited and a little bit nervous, I'm just gonna say, but I'm really, really excited about it. So as I go through this, y'all bear with me for this first go round. I'm excited, nervous, but I can't wait to share it with you. And I know I still have about 4 minutes, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and start a little early. That's okay with you. So basically, I want to make sure I introduce myself. My name is Michelle Chambers. I just want to say welcome to the From Us to Me channel. And I want to explain more about that name as we go along. But the whole reason that I started this was I wanted to create a space for healing, for hope, for reflection, that we can share experiences with each other as we go through this love, grief, faith, personal growth time in our lives. The story behind the title of From Us to Me, it came about after my husband passed. And my daughter and my son, I have one son, one daughter, and they were both here with me, and their families were here. And we started just talking about our heart. My husband at that point had passed, I want to say 2 days before, even if that, all the days kind of just are blurred pretty much recently. And so we were sitting around in the living room talking, and we were asking each other questions about how we were feeling. And one of my kids asked me, I don't even know which one it was, like so much is going on. But they said, well, so Mom, what's your biggest concern? Like, what's the biggest thing on your mind right now? And the thing I said was, I don't want my life going from us to me. That's just what kept going on in my head. And of course, I broke down in tears, and I'm trying not to do that right now. But I said, I don't want it to go from our home to my home, from our car to my car. And knowing that it is what it is, it was what it was, everything was changing. That was what my heart was thinking. I don't want to go from us to me. And so that's where the title came from. I have 3 books now, poetry books, of grief poetry books with the same title, because I was just sharing my heart. And I didn't want to go from us to me. My husband and I have been married for 35 years. We were together 37 years. We met in college, and we dated for 2 years, and we got married. And so we were married for 35 years. So y'all, 35 years of doing life with somebody, and then all of a sudden they're gone. At this point in my life, I'm trying to figure out, who is me? Who is me? I'm so used to being us. I'm so used to being Mrs. Chambers. I'm so used to being Andrew's wife that I don't know how to just be Michelle. Who is Michelle now after 37 years of being, in a couple? And so I'm navigating, I'm learning, and I just want to share this journey with you. As I go through this journey, I'm just sharing it with you so that you can see what I'm going through, prayerfully that it will help you or somebody you know along their grief journey. And you realize that I'm not alone in this. You're not crazy. I say, you're just grieving. That's another one of my sayings that I really like to say. You're not crazy. You're just grieving. Maybe you're forgetting some things, or maybe you just been really forgetful. I've gone through that. Well, kind of still going through that, but grief brain is real. That's a whole nother video. But I just want people to know that you are not alone. you're not. So why this channel and why now? Because I started writing, it was just journaling first. I was just trying to get all my feelings out. I was seeing a therapist, and that was one thing that she recommended, even though I've always loved writing, because when I was in high school, I loved writing poetry. And my minor in college was English. So I love writing. And it just kind of been on the back burner with all the other things going on in life. You know, you have kids, you're going to games and practices and just dealing with life in general. So many other things going on that I didn't really have time to write. When my parents passed, I started writing. That was my way of dealing with it. And it was really therapeutic for me. So I did some then, but y'all, now it's at a whole nother level for me. And so I started journaling just for myself because I just needed to get those feelings out. The more I did it, the more it seemed like poetry. And then it went from poetry to like, okay, maybe I need to share this with somebody because maybe it'll help somebody else. Because as I went through it, I started thinking of the people that I knew that were widows. And I wish I had helped them more. I wish I had understood what all they were going through. Even my mom. I helped my mom as best I could. I asked her how she was doing. She moved in with us and all that kind of stuff. But as I'm going through it now, there's so much more I feel like I could have helped her with on her journey of being a widow. And so I just had to pour it out and put it into books so that I could be able to help somebody else along this way. My grief poetry books are pretty cut and dry, pretty straightforward. Some of them are pretty raw because now it hasn't, it's, yeah, it'll be 5 months tomorrow that my husband passed. So it's still new. It's still fresh. It's still raw. And so a lot of the places that I'm writing from is from a place of rawness, if you want to say. So these books right here, all three of these poetry books, all because it shows my heart. And some of them you may read and you're thinking, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you feel that way. That it is what it is. That's the way I felt. And I wanted to be able to share my realness. So I've decided that I need to be vulnerable and share so that other people can be helped along this journey. That's a whole lot of the reason why this channel, why now. And when I started putting things out there, I started doing some videos as well too, just kind of sharing my journey and what I was going through and how I'm feeling about certain situations. I started getting so many messages from people, text messages, inbox messages, and I just had to keep doing it. And I felt like this is my platform now, that if I can just help one person on this grief journey, it'd have been worth it. Because boy, I sure am appreciating the people that are there for me right now on my grief journey and helping me. And so this whole thing birthed from me saying I don't want it to go from us to me. Then I started journaling. Then those journals turned into poetry. The poetry turned into books. And it's just kind of kept going since then. That has turned into this YouTube channel where I can share my heart through videos and let you know what I'm dealing with, how I'm dealing with it. Maybe it'll help encourage you or maybe somebody else you know, and you can share this channel with them. I just want to help however I can, somebody to make the grief journey just a little bit easier. Because honestly, grief is the elephant in the room. People don't know what to say, when to say it. Should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I go by the visit? Should I not? Should I text? Should I not text? It's the elephant in the room. And I wanted to share so that people can feel more of I don't know, I'm not alone in all this. I'm really, again, not crazy. I'm just grieving. And so this channel, I pray that will help many people as they go through their grief journey. And I want you to know that this is a safe, faith-centered space where anybody that's going through grief, love, loss, healing, transformation, this is what this channel is for. And I just want you to know what you can expect from this channel. You can expect some readings from my books. I'll read some of the poetry that's in my books. You'll see some of that already on the videos that you see already. You can expect me to try to share in my heart so that others again will feel less alone. You won't feel like you're having to do this all by yourself. I will share different things about grief, like about grief brain and how that's a real thing. And you know, maybe people don't realize that. I'll just share different things about this, the aspects of grief. Of course, the stages, most people kind of have an idea about the stages of grief. If not, I'll be sharing that and just all kinds of things along my journey that I pray will help you out. And if you've seen any of my videos thus far, you know that I'm kind of running the gamut on the things that I share about what's going on in my life and just how I'm handling it. And God has been gracious with me and dealing with me as I go through this grief journey. And so I invite you to subscribe if you haven't. And if you know somebody else that may want to subscribe so that they can, you know, be helped or just to realize that they're not alone on this journey. I realize that everybody's journey is different when it comes to grief. So even though I'm sharing my heart, yours is not going to be exactly the same as mine, but there may be some things that you can pick out that you can use on your journey or that you somebody else that you know may can use on their journey. So that's the whole reason for this YouTube channel. I just wanted to share a lot of that with you. I wanted to say thank you for just all the comments I've received thus far on this channel. I also have a TikTok, so I get a lot on both of those. And y'all, I'm grateful for all of the comments that are there, how we're sharing with each other. I would love to continue doing that. Thank you so much for being here today and watching this video at this time. Whenever you happen to see this, I don't think it's by accident that you're watching this video. So whether you know me personally or you just somebody you knew and you just happen to find this channel by accident, your presence means more than you know. And this space is a deeply personal, and sharing it with you is both humbling and it's healing for me, honestly. And I just want to be able to, as I'm on this healing journey, on this grief journey, that I can bring somebody alongside me and then we can walk together and help each other out. When one is weak, the other may be strong and we can work together. If we're both weak at the same time, we'll cry together and then we'll get up and get going again together. But if you're in a place of heartbreak, uncertainty, or maybe you're just trying to get your footing again, you're not sure exactly, I don't know what to do right now as the way you're feeling right now, I just want you to know that you are not alone. You're not alone, my friend. You are not alone. From us to me isn't just my story. It's a space where we can walk together in truth, in tears, in hope, and in healing. So I really pray that this channel is going to bless many people. But like I said, if I can just help one more. At my church, we say connect one more. We want to connect one more to Jesus. And on my channel here, I'd love to do that and to connect one more on this grief journey so that they realize that they don't have to do it alone. So I hope you'll stick around as we grow this community, this channel, so that more people can be helped on their grief journey. Because again, it's the elephant in the room. Lots of people are dealing with grief day in and day out. Begin another day, end of the day. We're dealing with grief. And so we need a safe space to be able to share with each other. So again, I just want to say thank you for being here. And I just want to, before I go, I just want to just share a prayer with you. God, I thank you for meeting us here today in the middle of our brokenness. And Lord, I ask that as we go through this journey, that we realize that we don't have to do it alone, that you are right there with us, even on those times when we feel like you're nowhere near us. Deep down inside, those of us that know you, we know that you're right there with us. And so we're grateful for that. Lord, help us on this journey to continue to move forward and to bless everyone that's watching this channel. Bring them comfort, bring them peace, and bring them healing, Lord, in the name of Jesus. And I just, again, say thank you for taking time to be here today to share with me on my very first live. And just know that I'm here for the journey. Honestly, I wish I wasn't here for the journey. And I wish you weren't here for the journey. But since we are, we might as well do it together. This is just the beginning, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, and remember, I'm just sharing my heart so that others will feel less alone. You guys take care.